Hello friends. Today's topic is Unit 1 Fundamentals of Electricity Concepts. As we learned in before classes that generation of alternating current with simple loop generator concept as well as concept of sine wave and cycle, definitions of time period, frequency and amplitude of the sine wave, formula for instantaneous value in terms of maximum value, frequency and time period, but last but not the least, different forms of EMF equation. These concepts are related to today's concepts also. That is, today's concepts are how to solve problems on amplitude, frequency, and time period with the help of the instantaneous value of maximum value of voltage and current. Definitions of average value, RMS value, form factor, and peak factor for sine wave. Concepts of phase and phase difference. Concepts of leading, lagging, and in phase with the help of waveforms. As well as how to solve problems to find resultant vector of several alternating quantities. These are the objectives or the concepts of our today's class. First problem. Calculate the maximum value of a sinusoidal voltage if its frequency is 60 Hz and the instantaneous voltage is 10 volts at a time period of 0.003 seconds. From the given problem, we can deduce that, or we can take the given data that frequency F is 60 Hz as well as instantaneous voltage, that is E equal to or capital V equal to 10 volts or time period T equal to 0.003 seconds. We want to find the value of maximum value of sinusoidal voltage, that is Vm equal to how much. Using the above relation, that is E equal to Vm sin omega t, that is we can change this into V equal to Vm sin 2 pi ft, that is placing the values of given data, that is 10 equal to Vm sin 2 pi into 60 into 0.003, that is 10 equal to Vm into 0.809, that is Vm equal to 10 by 0.809, Vm equal to 12.36 volts. Okay, here we are using the relation E equal to Vm sin omega t. By placing the given values, we can get the value of maximum value of sinusoidal voltage, that is Vm equal to 12.36 volts. Problem 2. Find the angle of sinusoidal waveforms of 60 Hz will pass through in a period of 10 milliseconds. Frequency F equal to 60 Hz, time period T equal to 10 milliseconds, that equal to 10 into 10 seconds, angle theta equal to how much. We want to find the value of angle. We know that theta equal to omega t, that equal to 2 pi ft. Okay, by placing the values of given data, that is theta equal to 2 pi into f value 60 into 10 into 10, that equal to theta equal to 2 into 1800 into 60 into 10 into 10 power minus 3, that is theta equal to 216 degrees. We are converting radians value into the degree value, so at last final value of angle, that is theta equal to 216 degrees. Problem 3. An alternating current is represented by I equal to 70.7 sin 520 t. Determine maximum value of current, the frequency and time period. Given data. I equal to 70.7 sine of 520t, first equation, as well as t value t equal to 0.0015 seconds. It is second equation. We are comparing equation 1 with the format, that is I equal to Im sine omega t. That is, from the format and the given equation 1, we have Im value equal to, that is maximum value of current equal to 70.7 amperes. Second value, that is omega equal to 520, that is equal to omega equal to 2 pi f equal to 520, f equal to 520 by 2 pi, that equal to 82.76 hertz. Next one, t equal to 1 by f equal to 1 by 82.76, that equal to 0.012 seconds. From the relation I equal to Im sin omega t, we can deduce these three values, that is maximum value of current Im equal to 70.7 amperes, f equal to 82.76 hertz, and t equal to 0.012 seconds. Okay. Now we will learn about the concept of average value, that is definition 1. The average value of an alternating current is expressed by the steady current which transfers across any circuit of the same charge is transferred by the alternating current. Okay, definition 2. Alternating voltage or arithmetical average of the values of an alternating current or alternating quantity over any cycle is called average value. That is, average value equal to area under the curve to the base length of the curve. Or definition 3, the average value of the alternating quantity may be defined as the steady value of current, that is DC current, which when flowing through a given circuit for a given time transfer the same amount of charge as produced by the alternating current when flowing through the same circuit for the same time. That is, average value can be defined as some amount of energy can be transferred from one circuit to the other circuit at the same time with that same amount of energy is nothing but the average value. Now another concept is RMS value or effective value. The root mean square or RMS value of an alternating quantity may be defined as the steady current which when flowing through a given circuit for a given time produces the same amount of heat as produced by the alternating current when flowing through the same circuit for the same time. It is called effective or virtual value or RMS value of the alternating quantity. That is, the steady DC current which when flowing through a given circuit for a given time produces same amount of heat as produced by the alternating current when flowing through the same circuit for the same time is termed to be known as RMS value, that is root mean square value of the alternating quantity or effective value or virtual value of the alternating quantity. It can also be defined as the effective or RMS value of an alternating current which is given by a steady state value or steady current, that is DC current, which when flowing through a given circuit for a given time produces the same amount of heat as produced by the alternating current which when flowing through the same circuit for the same time is nothing but the root mean square value or RMS value. Now the concept of form factor. The ratio of RMS value to the average value of an alternating quantity is known as form factor. Okay, again repeating, the ratio of RMS value to average value of an alternating quantity is known as form factor. Simply form factor equal to ratio of RMS value to the average value. For a sinusoidal voltage or sinusoidal current, form factor equal to IRMS to the I average, that equal to IRMS equal to 0.707 IRMS and I average equal to 0.637 I average. So that equal to form factor equal to 0.707 I RMS to the 0.637 I RMS equal to 1.11, that is for sinusoidal alternating current. Okay, for sinusoidal alternating voltage we have form factor equal to VRMS by the V average, that equal to 0.707 VRMS by 0.637 VRMS, that equal to 1.11 for sinusoidal alternating voltage. Okay. Last but not the least, form factor is defined as the ratio of RMS value to the average value, that equal to 1.11 for sinusoidal voltage and current. For voltage, the equation is I V RMS by V average. For current, I RMS by I average. Now the concept of peak factor. The ratio of maximum value to the RMS value of an alternating quantity is known as peak factor. Once again, the ratio of maximum value to the RMS value of an alternating quantity is known as peak factor. Peak factor equal to maximum value by RMS value. For sinusoidal alternating current, peak factor equal to I max by I RMS, that equal to I RMS by 0.707 I max equal to 1.414. For sinusoidal alternating current, for sinusoidal alternating voltage we have V max by V RMS, that equal to V max by 0.707 V max, that equal to 1.414 for sinusoidal alternating current. Okay, let us again recall the definition of peak factor, that is ratio of maximum value to the RMS value of an alternating quantity is known as peak factor, that is peak factor equal to maximum value to the RMS value. For current, it is I max by I RMS, that equal to 1.414. For alternating voltage, it is peak value for peak factor equal to V max by V RMS, that equal to 1.414. It is the concept of peak factor. Now the concept of phase. Generally the phase is the angle of the voltage and current corresponds to the zero value, is nothing but the phase value. Here in the figure it shows that y-axis corresponds to voltage and x-axis corresponds to time period. We already learned the simple loop generator concept starting from 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 180 to 270 as well as 270 to 360. Here it is shown in the radians form, that is 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. It is the concept of phase. The simple definitions of the phase is phase angle of an alternating quantity is the fractional part of the time period or cycle through which the quantity was advanced from the selected zero position of reference. Simple definition, that is phase of an alternating quantity depends upon the instant form from which the time is measured. The displacement of an alternating quantity from a given reference is known as phase. Okay, once again, the displacement of an alternating quantity from a given reference is known as phase. Definition 2. The phase of an alternating quantity may be defined as the fraction of a time period or cycle through which the alternating quantity has advanced from a given instant. Simple definition is displacement of an alternating quantity from a given reference is known as phase. Now, this figure shows the phase values of the two alternating quantities, that is voltage and current. Here voltage and current corresponds to the y-axis and time period is corresponds to the x-axis. Here time period is shown with the help of the angular velocity values omega t. Okay. Here voltage starts from the 0 point and current starts from some difference, that is pi. The two values, that is voltage and current, differs from some value, that is pi. It is nothing but the phase difference. Okay. The simple definition of phase difference is two alternating quantities of the same frequency or differ in the fraction of the same time period is called phase difference. That is, once again we are repeating the phase difference. There is two alternating quantities of same frequency differ in the fraction of time period is known as phase difference. One definition is angle between the phases of two alternating quantities of same frequency is known as phase difference. Another definition is angle between the phases of alternating quantities of same frequency differ in the time period is known as phase difference. When two alternating quantities of same frequency have different 0 points also is nothing but the phase difference. From the figure B, the angle between the 0 points of two alternate quantities is pi and is called the phase difference. Now phase difference is denoted by the letter pi. It is measured in degrees or radians. Now the concept of phase angle, that is leading or lagging. Here the alternating quantity which passes through the 0 point earlier is said to be leading and other is said to be lagging. Suppose there are 10 members in a running race. First member, second member, third member are difference in the some gap between them. Differ from some gap between them. That is, first one is earlier to the second one and first one. The basic difference is first one is earlier to the second one and second one is earlier to the third one is earlier to the fourth one. The difference in between is these two is nothing but the phase difference. The starting angle of these two is nothing but the phase, and the earlier one is nothing but the leading one and the farther one is nothing but the lagging one. Okay. The corresponding phase angle is called leading phase angle, or another one is nothing but the lagging phase angle. Here alternating quantity which passes through 0 point earlier is said to be leading and other is nothing but the lagging. Now concept of leading, lagging and in phase with the help of waveforms. If suppose two waveforms are in same phase, that is two running race persons are in equal speed or of in equal speed, that is nothing but in phase. That is two waveforms, that is two phase angles of two alternating quantities are equal, that is nothing but the in phase. When two alternating quantities of same frequency reach their maxima and minima at the same time, they are said to be in phase, otherwise they are out of phase. When they are out of phase, we get the leading and lagging value. When they are in phase, we get no leading and no lagging value. See once again the definition of in phase, that is when two alternating quantities of same frequency reach their maxima and minima at the same time are said to be in phase, otherwise they are out of phase. Leading. A leading alternating quantity is one which reaches its maximum value or zero earlier as compared to the other quantity. Okay, simply leading means here in a bunch of class or the group of students in a class, all members are reading, studying well, but only one person will get the highest score. The highest score is nothing but the leading person in the class, and other persons in the class is given as the lagging persons with respect to leading person. Okay, in this we are taking the alternating quantities, maybe same quantities, maybe different quantities, but which is having same frequency and different time period, or different frequencies or different time periods, or different frequency or same time period, can be nothing but the leading angle. Figure shows the leading value, that is V is leading I by pi degrees. The equation for voltage and current are V equal to Vm sin omega t for taking voltage as reference, as well as taking current as reference, that is I equal to Im sin omega t. Now for current value I equal to sin of Vm sin of omega t minus pi. It is the leading, so lagging value is I, leading value is voltage. For taking current as reference, leading value is current, lagging value is voltage. That is I equal to Im sin omega t and V equal to Vm sin of omega t minus pi. That is I lags V by pi degrees. That is V leads I by pi degrees. This is the leading definition concept. Leading waveform is, see here, V leads I by pi value. Here V and I are the two alternating quantities which is depicted in y-axis, and the difference pi value is shown in the x-axis with the help of angular velocity or angular radiance concept. Here V and I are the alternating quantities. V differs from I with a value of pi. That is V leads by pi, I by pi. Concept of lagging. A lagging alternating quantity is one which reaches its maximum value or zero later as compared to the other quantity, is nothing but the lagging. See here, that previous example only, one is the leading person and others are the lagging persons. That lagging person differs from leading person with some value only. Okay, it can be shown in the equation form below, that is I is lagging V by pi degrees. The equation for voltage and current are taking voltage as reference, that is V equal to Vm sin omega t, I equal to Im sin omega t. Okay, for taking voltage as reference, that is I equal to Im sin of omega t minus pi. For taking current as of difference, that is V equal to Vm sin of omega t minus pi. Okay, difference is plus pi and minus pi only. That is first one for voltage taken as reference, I leads V by pi degrees. For taking current as reference, V lags I by pi degrees. This is the differences between the concept of lagging and leading. These concepts can be differ in these topics also. If any question regarding the differences in leading and lagging, we can making these two concepts in one table can be used for the difference of leading and lagging. Simply positive as well as negative is corresponds to the lagging and leading concepts. Now lagging waveform. See here in the before waveform also we have same voltage and current alternating quantities in y-axis and omega t, that is angular values, in the x-axis. Here this waveform also correspond to lagging waveform concept also, that is V leads by I with a value of pi, that is I lags V by pi value only. Leading and lagging concepts are directly proportional to each other. First of all, one V value leads by pi value of I, and I value lags of V value by pi value only. Simple concepts. Next, concepts of in phase. The voltage V and current I waveform are shown in the figure below are in phase. The equations for voltage and current are V equal to Vm sin omega t as well as I equal to Im sin omega t. This is the concept of in phase. That is, there is no phase difference between the voltage and current. It is nothing but the in phase. That is, the values of alternating quantity, that is voltage and current, is in same amplitude as well as same time period, is nothing but the in phase. In phase waveform is shown in the figure, that is voltage and current is shown in the y-axis and angular values are shown in the x-axis. See here, both the V and I starts from same point and ends in the same point, that is time period and peak value corresponds to, say, these two values are same, and angle values of these two values are also same, that is 0. It starts at 0 and completes at the 2 pi or 360 degrees. Now the problems to find the resultant vector of several alternating quantities. First example, that is add the following currents as waves and as vectors, that is I equal to 7 sin omega t, that is I1, that is I2 equal to 10 sin omega t minus pi by 2. Here we show that above values in a vector notation. Okay, see here, generally alternating quantities that is shown in the y-axis and angle values are shown in the x-axis. So current values I1 and I2 is shown in the y-axis, that is I1 is little bit lesser than the I2, okay, with a phase difference of pi by 2, that is 90 degrees, is shown in the vector form of diagrams. Here vector diagrams as shown in the figure above, resolving the vectors into their horizontal and vertical components we have. Here the above concept has two components. They are horizontal component as well as vertical component, that is x component and y component. X component equal to 7 plus 10 into cos 60 degrees, that equal to 12, that is y component equal to 0 minus 10 into cos 60, that is 8.66. The resultant vector equal to root of 12 square plus 8.66 whole square, that equal to 14.8 amperes. Alpha value equal tan inverse of b by a. B is nothing but the resultant vector, a is nothing but the x component, that is 8.66 by 12, that is 35.8 degrees. Hence the resultant equation can be written as I1 equal to 14.8 sin of omega t minus 35.8 degrees amperes. Okay, here the solution mainly consists of the two components, x component and y component. X components is different from the y component because they have different vector values in with respect to phase 0 and 90 degrees. We have the resultant vector as well as the angle alpha equal to 35.8 degrees. Okay. Example 2. The circuit consists of 4 loads in series. The voltage across these loads are given by following relations measured in volts. V1 equal to 50 sin omega t, comma V2 equal to 25 sin omega t minus 60 degrees, as well as V3 equal to 40 cos omega t, as well as V4 equal to 30 sin omega t minus 45 degrees. Calculate the supply voltage giving the relation in similar form. The phasors representing the maximum values of the 4 voltages are shown in figure. Okay. Note that V2 or V3 equal to 40 cos omega t. We want to convert this value into sine values, that is 40 sin omega t minus 90 degrees. In general we know that sin theta equal to cos 90 minus theta, that equal to cos theta equal to sin theta minus 90 degrees. Resolving the phasors into horizontal and vertical components, we get x component equal to 50 cos 0 degrees equal to 25 cos 60 degrees equal to 40 cos 90 degrees, that equal to 30 cos 45 degrees. Okay. Total corresponds to 50 plus 12.5 plus 0 plus 21.21. Total x component is 83.71 volts. Now y component equal to 50 sin 0 degrees plus 25 sin 60 degrees plus 40 sin 90 degrees minus 30 sin 45 degrees. Total value is 40.44 volts. Value is 40.44 value. The phasor values are shown in the diagrams, that is in phasor diagrams or vector diagrams. V1, V2 is shown in the A and V2, V3, V4 is shown in B as shown in the figures. OC represents the maximum value of supply voltage. OC equal to, that is resultant vector, that is root of 83.7 whole square plus 40.44 whole square. We get by maximum computations we have that equal to 93.93 volts, and tan pi equal to 40.44 by 83.71, that equal to 0.483. Pi value equal tan inverse of 0.483, that equal 25.8 degrees. The equation of the supply voltage is V equal to 93 into sine of omega t minus 25.8 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now in this class we have learnt about the concepts how to solve problems on amplitude, frequency and time period. Definitions of average value, RMS value, form factor, P factor for sine wave, as well as the concepts of phase and phase difference and concepts of leading, lagging and in phase with the help of waveforms, and also solve the problems to find the resultant vector of several alternating quantities. Okay, let us have some quiz regarding the before concepts. The RMS value of a sinusoidal waveform is that equal to A 0.5 Im, B 0.707 Im, C 0.637 Im, D Im. These are the values given for the RMS value of sinusoidal waveform. By recall of the previous one, we have that RMS value is equal to 0.707 Im. Okay. First one value is 0.707 Im. The maximum value attained by an alternating quantity is called instantaneous value, B RMS value, C amplitude. The maximum value attained by an alternating quantity is nothing but the instantaneous value. Second one answer is instantaneous value. Third one, form factor is the ratio of, choose the correct answer is, concepts is A, maximum value to RMS value. Second one, average value to RMS value. Third one, RMS value to average value. Okay. Generally, form factor is the ratio of RMS value to the average value. That is, here the answer is C, RMS value to the average value. Now last quiz question is, peak factor is the ratio of, choose the correct answer is A, maximum value to RMS value, B, average value to RMS value, C, RMS value to average value. We know that peak value is the, or peak factor is the ratio of maximum value to the RMS value. That is, answer is A, maximum value to RMS value. Peak factor is the ratio of maximum value to RMS value. Here I have given the some frequently asked questions in exams, that is, define the following terms: average value, RMS value, form factor, peak factor, as well as frequency. Okay, second question, explain the terms phase and phase difference with the help of diagrams or waveforms. Explain the concepts of leading, lagging, and in phase with the help of waveforms. Next to that, problems on time period, amplitude, and frequency. Problems to find the resultant vector of several alternating quantities. Okay, this is the concepts of today's class. Let us have a review of this today's class. That is, in this class we have learned about the problems, how to solve the problems on amplitude, time period, as well as frequency. Generally, amplitude can be generated with the help of the alternating voltage or alternating quantity value that is current. That is, I equal to Im sin omega t or V equal to Vm sin omega t. We know that the omega equal to 2 pi ft or f equal to 1 by t. These are the formulas regarding the problems solving techniques of amplitude, frequency, and time period, as well as the definitions of average value, RMS value, form factor, and peak factor for sine wave. Generally, the form factor is nothing but the ratio of the RMS value to the average value, as well as peak factor is the ratio of the maximum value to the RMS value. Average value is nothing but the value corresponds to the steady state value of the transfer of energy from one point to another, and which is at a certain point is nothing but the average value. RMS value is nothing but the root mean square value of a particular alternating quantity, which transfers some amount of energy to this other value at the same time, which is having the same amount of energy which is starting is nothing but the RMS value. It is also known as effective value, and it is also known as virtual value also. Next, the concepts of phase and phase difference. Phase is nothing but the angle of the alternating quantities. Phase difference is the difference between the alternating quantities when we depicted on the graph. Next, concepts of leading, lagging, and in phase with the help of waveforms. When we take two waveforms corresponding to the alternating quantities, which is having a slight phase difference pi, the one which is before the other one is nothing but the leading value, and the other one is nothing but the lagging value. If these two having the same time period and same frequency is nothing but the in phase. Okay, simple concepts, that is leading, lagging, and in phase. Last but not the least, we have to solve the problems to find the resultant vector of several alternating quantities. Generally, the resultant vector of several alternating quantities having the two one component, that is horizontal component as well as vertical component. By taking the graph, we have horizontal component is the y-axis as well as the vertical component is the x-axis, that is x component and the y component. By that we can generate the resultant vector value also of current as well as voltage. Now we can find out the value of alpha as well as the tan theta value from these concepts. The vector value can be depicted with the help of the waveforms also. Generally, these concepts are mainly used in the electrical engineering. The maximum alternating, that is AC fundamentals, have a much glance in the electrical engineering students. We have a simple and shortest way to learn these concepts. Before concepts and these today's concepts regarding the AC fundamentals only. Before class we have learned about the sine value, concept of cycle, frequency, next time period, amplitude, peak to peak value. Today's class on amplitude, frequency, time period problems, next average, RMS value, form factor and peak factor. Then have the simple concepts, and please do the problems regarding the time period, amplitude and frequency as well as resultant vector of several alternating quantities. Thank you for listening my class patiently. Hope you have learned some concepts of fundamentals of electricity, that is AC fundamentals. Please feel free to ask any simple question to my WhatsApp or do a phone to me. Thank you. Thank you very much.